Now it's time for the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay. Donkey of the day for Friday, July 12th goes to a 45-year-old man named Chris Morgan. 45 years old, all right? He's from Long Island, New York, and Chris Morgan is 5 feet tall. That's it. 5 feet tall, all right? The average height for men in America over 20 years old is 5 feet 9 inches, so Chris is 9 inches below the national average, and the poor guy is insecure about it. It's actually very sad to watch because I'm short. Actually, I guess I'm average height. I clock in around 5'9".
You ain't no damn 5'9".
5'9". That means you're not quite 5'9".
You're about 5'4".
I said around. Okay, so maybe like 5'8", all right? It's just something, that's honestly something I never thought about, all right? Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe because I grew up listening to Phife Dawg, rest in peace, when Phife said I'm all that and then some, short, dark, and handsome, all right? That's how I always felt about myself. I'm hearing Phife call himself the 5-footer or the 5-foot assassin, or listening to Eazy-E say my height don't fight. Remember that?
My height don't fight.
That's right. My height don't fight, damn it. All right? Those songs instilled self-confidence in me as a young man because I realized I wasn't alone. Not to mention, it's not like I was looking up to everyone. Most people with my height are not that much taller than me, and if they were taller than me, it's not anything I ever thought about. Not to mention, okay, back in my thought days, when I was far from the faithful black male that I am now, tall women used to love my little sawed-off ass. So when it came to height, I never understood what I was missing, all right? I never understood the struggle people have with being vertically challenged, so I can't relate to you little fun-sized fools and your insecurities about being built like a minibar. Now, depending on who you ask, Chris Morgan is either a bite-sized bully or a pint-sized punk. It's all about perspective. And from up here, we probably can't see things the way he does down there. But Chris Morgan was in a bagel shop called Bagel Boss where he decided to lash out over being repeatedly rejected by women because of his 5-foot stature. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's go to Inside Edition for the report, please.
A customer just loses it because he says women reject him over his size.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making up?
Now watch what happens when another customer tells him to calm down.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal.
Then somebody else tells him to cool it.
Go ahead and attack me, big.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Back on his feet, he aims his anger at the female staff working the counter.
All you women should shut that. All of you! All of you! Yeah! All of you!
You need to go.
No! You women need to stop being so.
Just look at this customer's bemused reaction. The crazy video took place here at Bagel Boss in Bayshore, Long Island.
Why do you sound like Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci's short too, but Joe Pesci got way more confidence than that guy. Listen, man, women can give men all the confidence in the world and then give us all the insecurities in the world. All right, the male ego is already fragile, but if Chris was getting action from the ladies, he would not care about his height. If he was a pee-wee-sized playboy, he wouldn't be thinking about his height at all. It's not his lack of height that's hurting his feelings. It's his lack of women. You can be the size of a Oompa Loompa and still provide orgasms. Like, this is a level of insecurity that Chris might need to go see a therapist about. Chris, do you know the Serenity Prayer? Chris, do you know the Serenity Prayer? I repeat, Chris, do you know the Serenity Prayer? If you don't, I'll say it for you. I have time to say it because it's short. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Chris Morgan, God made you a lowrider. All right? It is what it is. The problem is you don't have an however. All right? In life, you always have to have a however. Remember when Biggie Smalls said, black and ugly as ever, however? All right, Biggs, however, he was Gucci down to the socks, rings and watch filled with rocks. Not to mention, he was charismatic and funny. He had game. Chris, you have to be a goober with game. All right, that's how you get the women. You have to find a however, Chris. All right, house mouse, do you hear me? You have to find a however. All right. Now, I don't relate to people like Chris Morgan. You are really making us shortstops look weak. Some people are beer mugs. Some people are shot glasses. That's the way God designed it. That's just the way it is. Now, Chris spoke to Inside Edition's Allison Hall. Let's hear what he had to say.
Do you think that a bagel shop is really the place to take out all of this anger with all of these strangers, public, innocent people around?
Why not? What do you mean take it out? And you're acting like I committed mass shooting or something. That guy, twice my size, that women love, the bullies, attacked me.
he was quickly done talking.
You know what? I don't really, no offense, I don't really like you that much, so this interview's over.
Clearly, this guy never got his bagel, all right, because he sounds hungry, all right, hangry little hobbit, all right, egotistical evil Ewok, all right. Chris, listen to me. Arrogance is the camouflage of insecurity, and we all see through your camouflage, sir, all right. Chris, if you're out there listening, I know you're in Long Island. This is where our headquarters are here in New York City, Power 105.1. This has never happened before on the Breakfast Club. I'm going to actually play a tune for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if Chris was to call into this radio station, he would request this record.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
Hey,
I wish I was a baller.
hey,
I wish I had a girl
hey.
with a dick, I would call it.
Please give Chris Morgan the biggest hee-haw. That's actually not the biggest hee-haw. That's actually the shortest hee-haw we got. Technically by time, because I got the Kathy Griffin one, the Remy Ma one, I got the Chelsea Handler one, the Hamiltons. That's actually the shortest hee-haw we got. So let me rephrase that. Please give Chris Morgan the shortest hee-haw we have.
Oh, man.
He seems like a good time.
And that guy that threw him on the floor at the bagel shop.
That was wrong. That was child abuse.
That was child abuse.
You didn't have to do that to that man. No, seriously. That was just an abuse. That was, all jokes aside, that was just an abuse of height.
Dyfus on y'all.
You didn't have to do that. I'm serious. That was child abuse. He should be arrested for endangering a child.
I'm calling Dyfus.
That was wrong.
Word.
That was wrong. He didn't have to do that.
Just give the man a wedgie, man. You ain't got to throw him on the floor. Just give him a wedgie. That's all you got to do.
He was angry.
Hang him on the fence. That's
you
all
can't give him a wedgie.
Why can't you?
That's child molestation. You can't do that.
You know
What's
what?
wrong with you? Charlamagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the Law Office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey.